So former President Jacob Zuma's daughter, Duduzile Zuma-Sambudla, will appear in the Durban Magistrate's Court tomorrow. It's in connection with the July 2021 unrest when over 350 people died during 8 days of riots in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. Nobuhle Modise reflects on the prosecutions that followed the violence.
Almost 4 years after the deadly July 2021 unrest, one of the most high-profile cases is coming to court. Member of Parliament Duduzile Zuma-Sambudla is set to appear in the dock in connection with social media posts in the lead-up to and during the 8 days of riots in July 2021. Violence erupted shortly after her father, former President Jacob Zuma, was jailed for defying a constitutional court order to testify before the state capture inquiry.
It was a real wake-up call for the South African authorities, the police in particular.
Zuma-Sambudla is not the only one facing scrutiny after over 5,000 people were arrested during and after the riots. Then Justice Minister Ronald Lamola promised that all those responsible would be brought to book and that nobody is above the law. But some have questioned whether justice has indeed been served for the deaths, chaos and destruction which also led to businesses closing. One of the few high-profile convictions was that of a Durban man, Newzroom, dubbed the Woolworths looter. He was filmed stealing groceries from the retailer in Glenwood, Durban, and packing them into his Mercedes-Benz. Moloi received a 3-year suspended sentence.
Mr. Moloi, you clearly made the biggest mistake in your life. That shattered your world. Not only did it impact your life, but it had an impact on our society at large.
Bonginkosi Kanyile, a well-known Fees Must Fall activist, was also charged with incitement. He was accused of encouraging violence at public gatherings and on social media. He maintained his innocence, calling the charges politically motivated. Former Ukhozi FM presenter Newzroom Afrika, who declared that war had started, was also arrested for incitement. He walked free after the state failed to prove he contributed directly to the unrest.
However, the Commission finds that while the timing of the events of the July unrest coincided with the incarceration of former President Jacob Zuma, it could not find evidence to link the two events. It is probable that the unrest was undertaken to destabilize the South African economy. However, it will be ultimately within the purview of the South African Police Service and the National Prosecutions Authority to make a conclusive finding regarding the orchestration of the July unrest.
For those who lost everything, justice isn't just about prosecutions, it's about accountability and rebuilding. Questions remain about whether the so-called masterminds will face trial. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nobuhle Modise in Durban.